Hi subscribers, hope you're doing well. So this is one of the question that we got from one of our subscribers from a WhatsApp channel. So the question goes like this: what is the difference between a baseline and a benchmarking? So let me first give you a quick analogy, a quick difference, a very basic, a layman kind of difference, and then I'll explain you in a technical manner. So firstly, the words, the baseline and benchmark, so they both look similar, but the difference is, let me tell you. So baseline, which means like in a layman terms, I would say that someone tells you that you can currently run 1 mile in 10 minutes, which is your current ability. So baseline is your current ability, what you can do or what you're capable of. Benchmarking is you need to run 1 mile in 8 minutes to pass the test, which is the goal you have to meet. So baseline is your current ability. So how much you can do or how much you can run in 10 minutes. But benchmarking is you need to run 1 mile in 8 minutes to pass the test. That is, we are setting up a goal for you. So now let's go to the technical terms. So baseline in terms of performance testing, which means I'll give you an example. So you run a load test on your web application when it is first deployed, or anytime when after being a change is being deployed, a very big change, and you are setting, like you're running with like 100 users, and you get a metric of like 500 milliseconds for the transactions, and you achieve a 0% error rate, and your throughput is 150 requests per second. So these results that you achieved now become your baseline, right? And later, if there are any code changes, or if there are any infrastructure updates, or if there are any migration that happened, so now you run another test and compare it to your baseline results, which is your 100 users, your average response time of 500 milliseconds, your error rate of 0%, and your throughput of 150 requests per second. So you have to run another test and compare this with your baseline results, which you see now. So to see things, whether your results were better or worse. So you have something to compare with. That is your baseline. So now let me explain you what is a baseline in terms of performance testing. So baseline is the very initial set of metrics, the performance metrics that is collected from an application under normal and known conditions. So it does not go with any abnormal scenarios or with any load scenarios. It happens in a normal and in a known condition. So this baseline, right, these baseline metrics, they serve as a reference point to compare for your any future performance test. So overall, the purpose is to track your performance trend over time, and it helps you to detect your regression or improvements, whether you have improved or whether it needs an improvement, whether it goes back down. On the other hand, when talking about the benchmark, so far we saw about the the baseline. Now it is benchmarking. So when you say benchmarking, your client, your business, they will specify that your home page must load in less than 2 seconds, and you must handle 1000 concurrent users, and your CPU utilization must stay below 70%. So if you have 100% of CPU, right, and it must stay below 70, or they must say it must go below 50, it should not go beyond 50. So they set a benchmark for you. So these are the benchmarks. Your application, your web application, or your any APIs, anything that will be evaluated against these metrics. So when I tell about benchmark, so they are a standard or a goal. So that's what I told you in the very early. Baseline is different. Baseline is what you can do, and benchmark is setting up a goal for you. So in this term, like benchmark is a standard or a goal that has been set in terms of performance that an application must meet. So it may come from your industry standards, and it could be your SLA agreements, or it could be a competitive analysis as well. So the purpose of a benchmark is to ensure the system meets expected performance criteria. And let me end up with a little bit key differences. So baseline is your initial reference metrics. Your benchmark is your target or standard performance levels. And the source of baseline is your current system behavior. Your benchmark source could be your business goal, it could be your SLA, it could be your competitors. And the use case for baseline is tracking the regression over time. Your benchmark is to ensure your system meets the specific goals. And an example of baseline is your current login takes 1.2 seconds. You're not setting up any goal. All you're doing is collecting your response time, collecting your metrics for your current login. Your benchmark is your login should not exceed 1 second. You're setting a goal for your benchmark. So that's it, guys. I believe you must have understood the difference between your baseline and your benchmark. So baseline is what you can do. Benchmark is what you should achieve. Yeah. So with that, I come to the end of this video and see you all very soon in our next video. Thanks for asking this question. Take care and bye-bye.